Hello, I'm Claire Humphrys. Welcome. Welcome to Linking Art Activities. I'm an artist. I've been an artist all my life, but I've learned my living as an artist for the last 35, 40 years. A lot of that was teaching. I facilitated the workshops that I'm about to introduce you to. But before I do that, I'd like to show you this book. This book was compiled in 2007. It was a couple of years after my husband died. His name was Sherridan Humphries. He was the singer of the Loved Ones. And I wanted to commemorate, I wanted to honour him. He did a lot of drawings in the time we were together, and I wanted to use these so that I could share them with the world now, because they're quite beautiful. This little book, there's a drawing that I did of him. It's compiled of his drawings and my drawings, and a few very personal photographs that haven't been seen before by the public. Drawing I did of the Charnwood mansion. We first lived in the tower before we eloped. There's another little drawing. Jerry's. Another drawing of Jerry's. He's very clever, actually. Very intelligent man. So you'll have the details for this little book in the credits. The workshops we did were mail art postcards, painting tea bags and coffee bags, and painting faces on stones. And this workshop is last November. So I saw an article in the senior newspaper about male artists, and I had a look. I was very interested, and a lady in New South Wales started this Australian art embassy for Australian artists or creative people. And what she does is she sent me, I contacted her and she sent me this lovely bottle brush. That was the first one to start me off. And she took it through the post, and it says, "Hi Claire, welcome to Wonderful Hobby of Mail Art. If you join the Australian Embassy or the IUMA website, you will find a few Aussies, but most people are overseas. It costs about $3 to post a card overseas, but it's worth it because you get some very interesting cards back." So that's how I started. So after that, I responded to her with an Australian art collage, Aboriginal art collage. And I've got lots of books on Aboriginal art. And so that started me off. And then, of course, she sent me a list of all the participants. And then, of course, I started sending them cards. And then I started receiving cards. And now I've got quite a considerable box full of cards because it's been going on for quite a few months. And I'm loving this particularly. It's great to make connections with people all over the world that you don't particularly know, but you feel as though you've got empathy with them because you're creative people, and artists tend to sort of spend time on their own anyway, you know, in their creative processes. So you feel as though you're linked up with others even though you're not together with them in person. So I find it a very special activity, and I'm very, very, very pleased I found it. The materials to use when you're doing mail art. I started off when I did my first mail art postcard by using the back of a cereal packet, because that's about the same texture as a postcard. But now I've discovered this board that's it's the same thickness, but I'll get it at Officeworks. There's 25 sheets in here, and it's only about $5. You tear them in half, and you've got 50 postcards you can work with. And then I proceed to, you've got your glue, you've got your small scissors to cut things out, and then I proceed to put them together. So I'll show you a few I've done with barcode art. So we've also got barcodes on everything, so that's a really good thing to use because they can be, you know, we can utilise things that we have around the house. I learned this when when we were in lockdown in 2020, I learned this because I was able to start using things that I had around the house instead of automatically going out and buying new ones, because this is what it, taught us to do. Like, we learn to use our old skills. So then I started doing things like simple things like these are the sort of postcards I sent to people and they love them, you know, just cutting out cardboard, sticking cardboard on cardboard like we possibly did in school. I used to make things, you know, for my children with regard to just sticking things on things and then painting them. And there you've got a little postcard. Another one, a little character I made. And I like using stamps. I like using little bird stamps, and quite often I'll put the little bird on the head or the shoulder. And, you know, I'll use birds. I love birds. I tend to use a lot of birds in my artwork, same as all other people do too. Everybody loves birds. There's some more barcode ladies. Barcode art's such fun. People love receiving these. I've not seen other people do them. That's why I'm really delighted with these, because people, they have a great reaction when they receive them. These were things a friend of mine made while that virus was on. These little COVID stickers. You stick them on the envelope. It's all about decorating your envelope as well as your postcard or just your postcard. And this says, where two networkers meet in 2020, you have virus transmission. I think they're quite lovely. He made them and I thought they were so beautiful. It's like fingerprints of blood, you know, they're quite beautiful. Anyway, I was putting those on the envelopes. So we have here we have a black and white painting. This was a black and white theme. So we're given themes and we follow through on the themes. There's another one that I got, a beautiful landscape from somebody in Smith's Beach in Phillip Island, I think. So I get really beautiful cards from people from their, you know, from their heart, and I respond from mine. You know, this is a cow art I did. These little cows, I quite like them. They came from an Indian picture. I get the reference, the materials I use from magazines, books, you know, old books. Sometimes sketchbooks. I'll stick old drawings of mine on them. You know, it's just collaging all the things you've got around the house that you haven't used for forever, and it's a great purpose. It's a great purpose to give them. There's all sorts of things. I always thought it was quite amusing, you know, barcode. I always said that men who drag their hair across their head, it looked like a barcode, and that's why this man's got the barcode on his head. Okay, let's do it. Let's make one. So I'm going to make a little. Barcode person. This is the background I've chosen to do. This is the little head, little sunny head. I get my glue stick. I cut these pieces out to save time because it's very time consuming. You need your little scissors for all these little pieces. So there's the little head. I always put it on a slight angle because, you know, things that are straight on don't look so interesting. So I gave them a little bit of a bent. Then this is his little chest, made in China. Most of these barcodes will have made in China on them. Here's his little chest. Now we'll put his little long legs. I like these cereal packets because you can get the long barcodes, thinking of your little barcode people. You get that one in Aldi, and I think it's gluten-free muesli or something. Gluten-free something. You'll see by the barcode, because I look around at things, you know, I look around for things wanting the barcodes first and foremost. So his little leg with his little, I put a little snip in the middle of the line so that he can have a little knee joint. So there's his little knee joint. And here's his other little leg with his little knee joint. I love making these because I love sending them because people enjoy them so much. Okay, there's his little other leg. Now there he's got his little leg and his little chest. Now he's got these little feet that I've cut out. This doesn't have to be perfect, you know, it's just little shapes. Just so long as you've got the idea, the feeling of the little person, it doesn't matter if they're not perfect because they're yours, and it's just special because you made it yourself. More important than having things perfect. I think perfection's got a lot to answer to, really. People trying to aim for perfection because they never get it. Well, you know, they don't very often get it. Where's their creativity? So here's a little arm with another little elbow bend as well. Because there's an artist in everybody, of course, I thoroughly believe. I've believed that all my life, because you don't have to be great to be an artist. You just have to be keen, enthusiastic. And there she is, shaping up beautifully. Now she's got little hands. Yeah, I get very fond of these. They're like my babies. Ta-da! A barcode person. I hope you enjoyed this little series, and I hope that you get as much out of mail art as I have. The links will be following, so you'll be able to go to IOMA, which is the site for International Union of Mail Artists, and research in your own way and do the cards in your own way. I'm sure you'll have as much fun as I have. Thanks very much for watching.